Welcome back to the page, guys. I hope you're all well. So today in the workshop, we have got this BMW M140i. Now, this BMW is in me as next week, this car is going to the Nurburgring. So Abby wanted to make sure that everything was as it should be. Now, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be changing the front disc and pads. We're going to be changing the rear disc and pads. And we're also going to be stiffening up the back end just that little bit by fitting some polybush inserts into the rear subframe bushes. Now, I am led to believe that all the parts that we need are in the back of the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the camera, we'll check out what bits we've got and what we're going to be replacing. And then once we've done that, we can crack on and we can get this job done. So if we take a look inside the back of the car, you should find that we have got the rear discs in this box here. We've got the front discs in this box here. Behind there, we've got the pads in the bottom box, and we've got the Powerflex subframe inserts just here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the front brakes first. Once we've got the front brakes sorted, we can move on to the rear brakes. And then once we've got the rear brakes done, we can move on to getting those inserts fitted. So now that we know exactly what we're going to be doing on this M140, we've got all the bits. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just grab some tools, cue the music, and let's get cracking. We do. So that's the front and the rear brakes removed from the M140i. And if we take a look on the floor down here, you'll be able to see the brakes that we have pulled off. So we've got these, which are were the front brakes. So we've got the pads there. I mean, they're not too bad really, but there is a bit of a lip on the disc, as you can see. We've got a lip on both the discs there. And the rears, which are these ones here, the pads are starting to wear, I mean, a little bit thin, but they're not the thickest on the back anyway. They're not as thick as the fronts. But again, we have got a bit of a lip starting to form on the discs just there as well. So it's a good job we are getting these replaced before Abby takes this on track. But before we cue the music and we get cracking on getting this M140 all put back together again, I think it's about time that we tell you about today's video sponsor. So for the first time on this channel, I'm super excited to share with you guys that not only this video, but the new channel sponsor is Holy. But before we get into it, I do just want to say a great big thank you to Holy for this opportunity. And I also want to thank every single one of you guys that supports this channel, as without you guys, none of this would be possible. So with that said and done, thanks again, Holy. And I think it's about time that I tell you all about them. So Holy is a healthy alternative to the conventional energy drinks that we're already buying in the shops today, as those drinks are packed full of sugar, they're packed full of taurine, they're packed full of things that aren't really good or healthy for your body. Whereas Holy, on the other hand, it's got no sugar, no additives, no taurine, it's full of natural flavours, and the best part is there is no bullshit. So if you're just like me, you might be constantly on the go, whether it be at work, whether it be at the gym, whether it be out walking the dog. Nonetheless, whatever you're doing, you're going to be burning off that energy, and more than likely, you're going to be looking to replace it with the next kind of Red Bull or the next kind of Monster. Well, not anymore. You can kiss goodbye to your Red Bull, you can kiss goodbye to your Monster, and you can say hello to Holy. Now, I know what you're going to be thinking. You're going to be thinking the exact same thing that I did. It's just another product. It's just some powder that you put in water, and it's not really going to have any taste to it. But let me tell you now, these taste absolutely amazing. The one that I'm drinking now is probably my personal favourite. It is the whale watermelon. Now, you can pretty much taste the watermelon when you open the packet. And yet the fact that these are only 80p per 500ml serving, I mean, that's great value for money. So what's not to like? So when you receive your first order from Holy, you will get what you see in front of you on the screen. Now, personally, I would recommend the Starter Deluxe set, as not only do you get the 3 individual boxes with the different types of drinks, you also get the choice between the plastic beaker or the plastic shaker and a metal thermal flask. Now, I personally went for the plastic beaker, as working in a garage, it is a lot easier to keep this clean than it is a metal flask. But obviously, you can decide what works best for you. So the 3 different types of drinks that are inside this box, we've got Holy Energy, we've got Holy Iced Tea, and we've got Holy Hydration. Now, each one of these is designed to do something different for your body. So we have Holy Hydration, which is designed to keep you refreshed and hydrated throughout the day. We have Holy Iced Tea, which is packed full of vitamins and fiber, so that means it's good for your body. And last but not least, we have got Holy Energy. Now, this contains the ingredient Nucaf, and what that does is it releases the energy into your body slowly, so you've got the energy that you're needing for a longer period of time. Now, all 3 of these do come with a variety of flavours, so if you don't like one, then don't worry. As you can see, there are plenty to choose from. So to prepare Holy, it is really, really simple. All you need to do is pick whichever flavour of whichever drink you want. In this case, we are going to have a Sour Cherry from the hydration range. And then all you do is you just rip open the packet, you just open it up, pour the contents of the packet into the beaker or your metal flask, whichever one that you decided to go with. And then all you do is you just add 500 millilitres or half a litre of water. You can then grab the lid, which is here. You can get the lid back on. And once the lid is back on, all we have to do is give it a good shaking, and that will mix all of the ingredients together with the water. And once it's all mixed in, you are ready to drink. So if you're thinking about making the switch to Holy, you can get £5 off your first order using the code TDM5, which should be below me on the screen now. And also, if you use the code TDM for every order after the first order, you'll receive 10% off as well. So I have already finished off this bottle of watermelon whale. As like I said earlier on, this is my personal favourite, and I'm certainly feeling a lot more rehydrated, a lot more refreshed, and like I've got the energy back to crack on and get this M140 all put back together again. So thanks, Holy, but for now, it's finally time to cue the music and let's get cracking. now that we've got all the brakes sorted on this M140, there is one job left for us to do, and that is to fit the Powerflex subframe inserts that you would have seen earlier on in the video. And we have got the Powerflex subframe inserts just here. Now, the bushes that we need to get those fitted into, if I bring the camera in, we've got this bush just here, we've got this bush just there, we've got the same on the other side. So the way I'm going to do it is, instead of dropping the whole subframe down as one, we're going to loosen the whole frame so it's sort of loose on its bolts. Then we're going to completely lower one side, we'll get the inserts fitted into this side, we'll tighten that up a little bit, we'll drop the other side down, we'll get the other side fitted, and then we'll put the whole thing back up to the floor pan. So these bushes are not going to get themselves fitted, so I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just grab some tools, cue the music, and let's get cracking. So there we go, that is the rear subframe inserts all fitted, and if we take a look, you'll see we've got the rear ones just in there, we've got the front ones just here, and we also fitted some front diff bush inserts, which we've got just there with the little washer to hold them in to make sure that they don't fall out. So now that all those are fitted and we've already got the brakes sorted, all that's left for me to do is to get the wheels back onto this M140, and then we can take it down the road for a test drive. Aussie's like, ah, cool car, man. Ferrari.
You just tried to get in.
So we're back and I'm out in the M140. Now, I've probably been driving around for the past 10 or 15 minutes or so. So now we've got some heat into those brakes. We have got a nice feel to the pedal. As anyone that has had new brakes fitted before will know that they are a little bit spongy to begin with. So you've bedded them in and you've got a couple of heat cycles through them. But now that we've got them nice and warm, they are starting to feel a hell of a lot better. Like I say, we have got a nice feel in the pedal now. And the rear subframe, we've got no knocks, no bangs, no horrible noises like that. And over the standard version of this car, as I have drove this car plenty of times, the back end does feel a lot more planted, a lot more sort of stable as such, a lot stiffer, like I say, over the standard version. So I'm pretty happy with how those inserts are performing or how they're going to perform. So I'm pretty sure that Abby is going to be absolutely over the moon as well. So now that I'm pretty happy with how this M140 is driving, we've got no noises, no bangs, and everything is as it should be. All that's left for me to do now is to get this car back to the workshop. So all this car sounds, the only noise this car makes. Grow up. So there we go, I am back at the workshop. We've been out for the test drive in the M140 and everything is as it should be. Now, all that's left for me to do is to give Ab back the keys, and I am going to be giving her a pair of mint stickers. She is sort of over there somewhere. She's been a bit shy. She didn't want to be on camera. So I'm going to give her these, give her the keys, and she can get this back to her house. And then next week, this will be at the Nurburgring. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you get 5 minutes, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button, as all the support from you guys makes it possible to keep doing these videos. So as always, thanks for watching, thanks for following, and I'll see you lot in the next one. All together.
I've got loads spare. I've got 3 of those, 2 of those, and loads in this AJE. But it keeps them all flat.
Got more stickers than a sticker factory.
I've got to change them all. Oh.
I'll get you on camera one way or another. That is a lot of stickers.
Door decals go on for Nurburgring, and off we go.